Hello, hi, welcome back or welcome to my corner of the internet. As you guys can see from the title, today we're doing a get ready with me. I've been enjoying these get ready with me's with you guys because it's just a lot of fun to sit back and chit chat with you guys. So I'm just gonna do my makeup while I talk to you guys. Emilio is joining us today. Rafael is playing hide and seek. He'll go up to the sliding door. I go to open it and then he runs off so I can chase him. So I am gonna do my best to try to list everything that I am putting on my face. Today, I did do a post on my community tab to see what you guys wanted to see next on my next Get Ready With Me. Mainly because this is the season where we are getting a lot of new releases. And I think in the last video I mentioned to you guys that I do want to get the new Natasha Denona palettes and the new Pat McGrath holiday one. I am pacing myself. I know the Natasha Denona ones I can wait on because they are not limited edition, but the Pat McGrath is not. So I do want to get that one first before the other one. And then I just saw that Mario released the third volume of his Ethereal Eyes. And I need to see it in person because this one looks like it's more greenish. And you guys know I love green. So I might consider it because it is like a softer green. And I do like to wear green on my everyday look as a normal neutral color for me. So that I don't mind. So obviously you guys voted for Natasha Denona. I asked you guys whether between Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona to try to use what I already have before I get the new stuff because it's only fair. So I decided to pull out this palette. We haven't seen this hot beauty in a while. This is the Natasha Denona Star palette. And as I was looking at this palette, I actually want to put this in my everyday drawers just because I get warm and cool. So it's like I can do both. I can do fall and I can also do winter. So I think I might end up keeping this one in my everyday makeup drawers so I could use it all year round because I think I can use it all year round. So today we're going to concentrate more on this side because it is still warmish. It's warm outside, but it's not sunny. So these are all original to her palette. So I know the names are here, but I highly doubt you guys, do you guys really care for me to tell you the names? I'm just bouncing between these two mats right here to get into my crease. Today, my daughter has a cross-country meet. So I will be getting the kids and then driving out there. Mr. Man is working, so he is going to maybe miss it because he's over an hour away from home. So by the time he gets out and drives over, he'll probably miss the meet. So it'll just be us and my sister's going, my father-in-law is going. It's kind of like a dreary day, but it's warm. So I'm trying not to go too much because I know I'm going to be around other humans. Sometimes when I wear like out their colors, they kind of look at me like,
did you work today or were you home today?
Because that's a little bit out there. So I'm trying to be normal. I'm never normal. I think, we're going to go in with this matte dark color here. I just bounce off a little bit in the back of my hand. So work has been really, really busy, you guys. I've had to deny quite a few shifts because it's just, I get too many requests for one day and because I am a temp, I'm only allowed to work so many days a week. I'm not allowed to go, basically I don't work 5 days a week. I'm not allowed to because there's only a certain amount of hours that I am allotted for I believe it's like 10 months, 9 months. I think it's like 9 months. And if I use them all up, then I can't work probably around like April on. And I try not to do that because I know that they need help. So I pick and choose what days. I try to do like 3 days a week, which has been consistent. I can even push it to 4 days, but I try not to just because I'm trying not to use up all of my hours. It's been a lot of fun. It's been nice to go somewhere where you're appreciated. I try not to think about the pay because the pay is not great. And I know that I have more skills and knowledge that I can get a really good job. But I'm reminding myself that I am in this season of my life for a reason. I'm here because of my kids. It works great for my scheduling with my husband's schedule at work. And we don't have to pay for summer camp, which is the main thing. I don't have to pay for summer camp. Every time the kids are off from school, I'm here. So it works out because I can make my own schedule. I am debating. I don't think I've ever used this shade right here. I don't think so. Or even this green one. I don't know which ones to choose. Let me see. I definitely did do this one. I know that. Let me see this one. Ooh, maybe I can mix those two. This green one is looking so pretty. See, this is why I like to go back into my, which one should I do today? This is like the toughest decisions for me. I think I'm just going to stick to the light one and maybe add a little bit of this green one down here. Maybe I'll do the green one right here and then the lighter one over here. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So anyway, the whole point of me doing this is to like get that itch out too, to enjoy what I already have. You guys know I'm trying my best to not spend too much money on makeup, and I've been doing really good, especially with eyeshadows, but this is the time of year where I'm getting like stuck, where I'm wanting, right now I want 4 palettes. I've only purchased 3 palettes so far this year. So just in a matter of like a month, I'm already wanting some. So this is why I'm trying to get it out of my system, see if I really am going to use those other ones, because I don't want to just buy them and then let them sit in my drawers. I want that to happen again. All right, I'm getting the lighter one in here. So anyway, work has been great. I really do enjoy what I do. It's not, obviously it's temporary. I don't know what will happen in the future. I'm not gonna stress over that. It is what it is. We will manage. So far we've managed. I feel like the worst transition for me was when I officially quit my career completely, or should I say paused it. Early retirement is what I joke around and say. Temporary retirement, another way I say it. That was the scariest thing because I've never not worked. And at the time I had found out we were expecting our 3rd, and here I am not having a job. So that was honestly the scariest time for me. I can't say my husband, but for me it was, because I was just like, how are we going to manage? I am having another kid. I just quit my job. I don't have a security. God forbid something happens. But I will say that God prevailed and we have been able to work with it. So this is why I'm not stressed about what my future holds as far as a job whenever we're ready to go full time or go back to my career. Because guess what? If I was able to go from having a budget to have fun with, like fun money, to nothing, I'll be good. I'll be good. And I've learned to live without stuff. So I'm fine. I think I'll be okay. It's more of like, is the job market ready to give me an opportunity? Because I've been out of the game for so long. Like, how much have I lost? But if I got to start at the bottom of the totem pole, so be it. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying to think positive about it, because then it'll stress me out, or it'll, it's nonsense. And I don't know how far off I am from getting a full-time job again. So I'm not going to stress myself out over it. But work has been great. Our sporting life has really kicked in. Not to mention that you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I also help with the snack stand for the community, where we have the football and soccer program and the baseball program. They're all like kind of mixed together. So I help run the snack stand. It's me and another mom. Mainly it's been me from the get-go, and then I've had other moms that have like filled in for me. This is my 2nd year of having the same mom helping me out, which is really nice. She's also a stay-at-home mom, so it works out for me and for her because we work around our schedules. But this was the first year where we finally were able to get information out to all of the, there's our district for high school separate from our elementary and middle school. So, and then there's 4 different high schools that our kids can go to. It's kind of like a college thing where you have to apply for it and get accepted if you're not going to your home base high school, which is really nice because at the end, if you go to a different school that's not your home base, you get into a magnet program, which means you get college credits. So my oldest is going to high school, getting college credits for some of her courses. So by the time she graduates high school, she will have at least a minimum of a year's worth of college credits. So she will only have to go to college for 3 years, which is amazing. We love that. She's our brainiac, so she's the one that's getting that. I don't know if my other 2 kids would want to go to college, and that's okay. But the whole point is Mr. Mann sent out to the vice principal of my daughter's high school, one of the 4 high schools basically, to see if any of the advisors for clubs wanted to add us to their list of volunteer hours. Because, National Honor Society, you need hours. Key Club, I believe you need hours for volunteer to be part of the club. So we figured let's extend it to the schools because it's been very difficult. We try to encourage teenagers to run the snack stand so they can learn about a business, work with money, work with small amount of food, customer service, cleaning up, maintaining, that kind of thing. And it's only 2 hours a night. And I always encourage the teenagers to bring their homework, study while they're there, when the time passes and things are already done at the stand. So we were able to get that in, and you guys, the amount of emails that I have gotten for people or for kids, like teenagers wanting to work the snack stand has been amazing, which means me and the other mom don't actually have to run the snack stand. We just open and close it for them. And obviously count the money, make sure everything's taken care of at the end of the night, like the closer. But they do all the work, which is nice because 1, they get experience. 2, they can get reference letters from us when they get jobs over the summer or for their college applications. And then 3, her and I don't have to actually work the hours like we've had in the past, where I've actually had to sit and work up because there's no one else that can fill in. My oldest is really good at volunteering. She really likes running the snack stand. So she'll do it for us most of the nights. But even so, she gets a break, even though she's kind of sad about it. But she's my go-to trainer for the teenagers. So teenagers tend to feel a little bit more comfortable when they have somebody else that's their own age teaching them, showing them the ropes. So my oldest is really good at doing that. So that's another thing she can add to her resume, that she, was a trainer for something. So we had our first girl yesterday. Super good. Oh my gosh, I have hope for our future. Seeing these students come, because they're not the type that just sit on their phones. She was all hands on deck, did everything, listened, felt comfortable with it. I'm just wow, I'm so happy to see that. It just made my day to see that. And I felt good about this. So I just went there this morning to restock it on things, because there are certain things we order from obviously the companies for the season, and then other things that we have to restock throughout the season. So I just went and restocked for them, filled it up, dropped it off, and then came back here. So then I do 2 nights. The other mom does the 2 other nights a week. So that way her and I are not stuck there 4 days a week. Plus I also have my kids' events and I can't be there all the time. So she fills in for me, which is really nice to have. So we give each other breaks. So I just dropped everything off for her, text her. And not to mention the next 3 days I work. So I will be working and then going in to help out. So that's my latest, you guys. Is just constantly on the go, go, go. I'm always on the go. I just feel like I'm happy that I have these opportunities to be able to just do these things, because it keeps my body going, keeps my mental health going. It's just been really, really nice that all these things, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do some of these things if I still worked full time. So I always see these little things whenever I'm upset that I don't work full time, or should I go back full time? That thought has been creeping in my head, but I don't know if I'm ready. My youngest is still small. She's still in the lower elementary area. So I just don't feel like I'm ready to let go of that yet. She still needs me. My 2 younger ones they both still need me. They're both not in middle school. They're both still in elementary school. So I don't want to rush it just for my own selfishness, because we're okay. We're fine. And if we're still okay financially, then I think we're okay to be able to do this. So this is why I'm not stressing myself out. I'm still working. I'm still helping out with bills and things. It's not a lot, obviously, but I still have this flexibility. And I think the flexibility is what's winning over at this point. Because again, for instance, today, Mr. Man's working. He can't make it to the track meet, or not the track meet, the cross country meet. So I can, and I'm able to get the kids off the bus or pick them up, whatever the case may be, and then drive out there. And that would not have happened or be able to happen if I work full time as well. The kids would be staying in aftercare, and then they'd have to wait till I get out of work to pick them up, or Mr. Man would pick them up, and then we would have to have our oldest just take the bus home after her track meet or her cross country meet, and hope that she did well, because we couldn't be able to see it. I'm going to use this one. I know I used this one in my last Get Ready With Me. I used this one, the darker version. What is this one called? Leonides. Leonidas. I don't know. And then this one's called Oceana from What's Up Beauty. So I did try her already. She's a little bit light, but we're going to give her another shot because I really like these. And this would be a perfect time to give these a shot, considering it's looking like it's getting colder. So this is what this color looks like. I figured to kind of brighten my face. So we're going to pat this in. So yeah, that's my latest, you guys. And in between all of that, I am doing my Bible study. I just finished Galatians. I just finished Galatians. Now I'm on my way to Acts. Acts is going to take me a hot minute to Bible study, but I'm really happy. I'm excited. I love it. I enjoy going in depth. So at nighttime before I go to bed, I do that. It just helps me to go to bed easily and with a better state of mind. Oh guys, I didn't even tell you. So I'm trying something out. I don't know if it'll work or not. Let me do my facial spray and then I'll come back. Okay, I did my brows as well. My brows are looking extra today. I might have to trim them because they're looking pretty long. All right, I want to do my lower lash line. I'm just going to grab both of those mats that we worked with earlier and put those on my lower lash line. So what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, that's what I want to tell you guys. So I am trying to do a challenge, you guys. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know. I have tried it before. It's just been a while. Every summer, I kind of loosen up when it comes to sweets because we go out for ice cream. We go out for treats, we bake stuff with the kids. But I noticed that sugar tends to like swell me in the sense of like I notice it in my joints. I feel it in my joints. Sugar does. I feel it in like my face. I kind of feel like it looks a little bit swollen. And I'm trying to cut back on sugar. So I decided for the month of October that I was going to do no sweets, like no nothing. I rarely drink soda because of the caffeine situation, but but it's like more of like junk food. I'm trying to cut back on the junk food. I don't know if I could do cold turkey. I'm going to try to do cold turkey. I'm going to mentally tell myself I'm going to do it cold turkey and not have any candy. Because I can't have chocolate, I tend to reach for like sweets, like smaller bags of sweets. So I think what I'm going to do this time around is I'm going to challenge myself to only, if I want something sweet, it has to be like a fruit. So that way I can get my craving out, but adjust it to something healthier. So grapes and apples and bananas, that kind of stuff. And then as far as drinks, I obviously drink a lot of water, but completely not even have my mini cans of soda, because I tend to drink soda like the mini cans, and it's like ginger ale, Sprite, orange soda, only when I have pizza, and that's like on Fridays. But I'm gonna try to not even have that. I haven't decided if I should cut back on juice. I only drink juice here and there. I'm not a juice drinker, but I don't know if I want to cut out like orange juice, apple, I'm just trying to figure that out. But definitely no candy. Definitely no soda, and try to change it because in the wintertime is when obviously I'm working more, so I'm not able to do my walks as often or be outside, ride my bike, that kind of stuff. And I tend to stay inside more because it's so cold. So I'm trying to figure out a way to cut back on sugars. Not to mention we're getting into the holiday season, and you guys know all the sweets that get baked, all the pies. So if I can control my habits now in the beginning of the season, hopefully by November, December, I'm not going crazy on candy canes and pies and cookies, apple cider donuts. Oh my gosh, they're my favorite. So I'm trying to see, I haven't decided if I should have like a cheat day or like once in a while kind of thing. Here's my thing, is like, it's no different from any kind of other addiction. I am trying not to go cold turkey because I feel like cold turkey is a lot easier than managing it, because managing it takes more thought process. It takes more control, self-control than going cold turkey. Cold turkey, you can just automatically say no. But that's not realistic in my life because I have kids. We do events and stuff. So I'm more trying to control it than get rid of it completely, because I've always had my thing is my own personal thing. I've always had a good relationship with food. So I don't see myself depriving myself. It's just more of, Alex, you need to rein it back. Stop having a piece of candy every day. Stop having sweets all the time. Like, that's my thing. I need to like bring it back down. Summer's over. Bring it back down, Alex. And I will tell you that during the wintertime, I don't eat ice cream. That's a good thing. I only eat ice cream in the summer. One, I'm lactose intolerant, so that's that. And two, it's too cold for me to eat ice cream. That's basically what it comes down to. It's just too cold to have ice cream. All right, let me do my lips. All right, you guys, I mixed Whirl and Kinda Sexy on my lips, and it actually turned out to be a really nice lip color. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, guys, so this is my look. I really like how it turned out. This is such a beautiful palette. I know it's no longer available, but my whole point of this video is Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath are coming out with new palettes. The last 2 days I've been using Pat McGrath because I know you guys wanted me to use Natasha Denona on camera. I'm just trying to get it out of my system to see if I truly do want those new palettes. See what I think about it. Pat McGrath will be first on my list because it is limited edition. So I do want to keep testing it. I actually want to see when Ulta gets it to see if I can get it with my points instead of paying full price for it in a different way, monetary wise. But I really like this palette. I think I'm going to use this one again. The look is just so pretty with the green. I think it looks so pretty. So anyway, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for listening, for voting. If you did vote, keep an eye on my posts because I will share with you guys when new releases come out, if I should or shouldn't, or what palette I should use next in my Get Ready With Me's. You guys can always give in your inputs because I would love to do that. Maybe a specific look. It's funny. I had a request for gold and green, and here it is. Gold and green, and I didn't even think about it, but it worked out in the end. Gold and green are my favorite two colors anyway, so here it is. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. May God bless you in every aspect of your life. I'm out.